Hi guys, Chenge here. Welcome to my channel. I am so happy and excited to share with you that the Dance with Chenge tour is finally on the road. We actually went to Chegutu this past Saturday, and guys, it was a trip. So I'm going to take you through my day, and you can just, see what went down and how I actually managed to go through this day because it was absolute chaos. So, from the moment I opened my eyes on Saturday morning at like 5 a.m., a piece of hair flew into my eye and it got stuck there. Guys, I've never panicked so much in my life. I already couldn't sleep throughout the night because I was nervous, I was anxious. This is such a big undertaking. So, just the reality of what I was now about to achieve was just hitting me. So, when the piece of hair came into my eye, I panicked and I was in pain. So I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I rushed to the bathroom. I tried to look through the mirror and see if I can see what went into my eye. Nothing. And then I was just like, what, scratching my eye, trying to get this thing to come out, right? And then my eye started watering, and then in it watering and it started crying, then a curled up strand of hair then came out of my eye, and I was just like, weird, but anyway, at least it's out. But then I still had this sensation that there was something in my eye, and I was just like rubbing my eye, and when I was bathing I tried to wash it out. Nothing was working, but the gangster had somewhere to be. I had aimed to leave Harare at 6 a.m. and I needed to catch that because we were meant to be in Chegutu to start our class at 8:30 a.m. So we did exactly that. I went with Lincoln. He's the one who does all my media, as you guys know now. So we left on time. I think we were just delayed by 5 minutes, but then we hit the road running. It was a beautiful drive. Guys, I love driving. I love the highway. Zimbabwean highways are the best. Can't say the same about, the in town and what, but highway, mwah. Absolutely love the drives. So yeah, we hit the road and it was pretty straightforward. I think it took us like an hour 30 to get to Chegutu, which wasn't too bad of a drive. And in all this, my eye is still hurting, but I just ignored it. And I had even forgotten that there was a toll gate along the way. So it actually hit me later on that, guys, we're actually going out of town. This is like proper out of Harare. I am paying for a toll gate. And then we got there, we got to Chegutu Active, and thank you so much to Eve. Like, Eve is such a girl's girl. She gave me my first chance in the industry back in 2019 when I told her that, Eve, I want to be a fitness trainer. She threw me into the deep end, but it's one of the best things she ever did for me because she then jump-started my career. And for her to be the first person to also cheer me on and to give me her space as I embark on this journey. Like, I have so much love and respect for Eve. She's an absolutely amazing person. So guys, one of my clients called Carol and her best friend, they actually came all the way from Harare to Chegutu to also support my first class. If that isn't love, guys, I don't even know what is. I just feel so much love and so much affirmation, that I am on the right path. And when you've got people that are willing to tail you from Harare to another city, I mean, that is gold. And we also had people from Chegutu, obviously, because that's where we were. I want to say Kadoma. They're girlies from Kadoma that drove all the way to come to Chegutu to experience my Afrobeat dance class. Ladies, like, blessings to you and yours. And now I am actually excited. I think, fingers crossed, I will make Kadoma my next stop because you guys just showed so much love and so much commitment, and the vibes were correct, guys. If I tell you, I had a terrible anxiety attack the other day when I was thinking about this class and about this entire journey. Like, it was a lot. It was so overwhelming. I was crying. My chest was tight and painful, but I just had to breathe and go through it. But, the way the class then just came together, it was just so why were you being dramatic? To myself, I was just like, girl, come on, you always eat, you always show up. But it's such a big deal at the end of the day, and I'm so glad that I managed to pull it through. In all this, I still had a piece of hair stuck in my eye. But the class went well, the vibes were correct, the ladies just pulled up and we did amazing. Eve, again, thank you so much, and I wish you so much success with Chegutu Active. You have a knack for bringing communities together for wellness, and I cannot wait to support you more as well and to see what you achieve with your journey in Chegutu at the moment. So guys, class finished, and then we went to Dodd Hill for a celebratory brunch, because listen, we did that and it was so beautiful. It was such a serene setting and it was just a good time, but I didn't get to really enjoy it because my eye started getting extremely painful at that moment. So Lincoln then took the wheel and I was just like, you know what, I can't do this anymore, I'm tired. And I just sat on the passenger seat, you know, put my seat back a bit so I could get comfortable, and then my eye just started crying by itself from nowhere. It was just crying and crying and crying, and Harare seemed so far, guys, but we made it back. We went to a pharmacy and then I explained this is what I'm going through, and then they gave me medicine for an allergy. Guys, I'm telling you that I feel like there's something stuck in my eye. But anyway, whatever, it's fine. I did not use that medicine, those eye drops, because I was like, this is not, you know, this is not what I need. But then, you know, when you're in a desperate situation, you know, you just buy things. So I just bought it thinking that maybe I will use it or it will help me with relief. But then I then consulted with Dr. ChatGPT, took a picture, put it in there, and I'm like, this is what I'm feeling. Should I be doing this? And Dr. ChatGPT was just like, nah, you should not do that. So I was just like, let me hold off. And then got home. Then I bathed, took a nap, in the hopes that this issue would self-resolve. And that is not wise. Guys, when you're in a medical emergency, it doesn't matter how big, how small, just seek out medical professionals. I say this because I'm someone who has been conditioned to just be strong and to go through pain and discomfort. But then it's not worth it, you know. If the funds allow, if the time allows, if the situation allows, please reach out, go see a doctor, because I can only imagine what would have happened if I went through the whole night without then getting checked out. So I took a nap in the hopes that this issue would self-resolve, right? And then when I woke up, the pain was even worse. It was so unbearable. And I was just now in the room and I was crying by myself because I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I was feeling sorry for myself. And now I was stuck in my head thinking, what if I never see again? What if I never get relief? Is this my life now? Do I have to get used to, you know, like seeing through one eye? And I was just in my own head and I was making a mountain out of a molehill. And then I called one of my clients. Her name is Fadzi, and she's my little sister as well. So she had an issue with her eye at some point. And then I was just like, you know what, Fadzi, can you please help me? Who was the person that ended up helping you when you had your situation? And Fadzi, the moment she heard me, because I called her and I was crying, and the moment she heard me, she was just like, where are you? Drop location. I am coming there now. Guys, I cannot even express the importance of being kind, the importance of being a nice person, a good person. So Fadzi, she dropped whatever she was doing and she came to see me just to assure me and to tell me that, Chenge, you're going to be fine. And that for me meant so much. And we actually ended up talking and laughing and just having a good time. And it made me feel better. Despite the pain, I had other things to focus on. And you know what? There is so much power in friendship and so much power in community and just being able to come together as people. So Fadzi then spoke to Dr. Mushonga. And she was, you know, going about her business. It is a weekend at the end of the day, it's Saturday. But then she was kind enough to then say, you know what, I will come and I will help you. And she left where she was, guys. And this was now after 7 p.m. I think it was around 7:30 p.m. And then we went to her rooms and then she checked me out. She did her assessments. And then she noticed that there was still a piece of hair stuck in my eye. So I was carrying this piece of hair for the entire day. And then she managed to take it out and then she put some ointment on my eye. We bandaged it up and then that was it. So, guys, I'm just so glad that I managed to get seen by a medical professional. I am much better now, but it was a trip. My vision is not 100% yet. I mean, as something that, was hurt. Yes, it's an injury, right? At the end of the day, it's known as a corneal abrasion. So yeah, that's what happened. And then the following day, I had the Old Mutual Harare Marathon. Please, why did I go for the marathon? Knowing full well that my eye was, Mawan. It's because I make no excuses. And I had already consulted with Dr. Mushonga, and she said, girl, as long as you take it easy, you will be fine. If you want to know more about the run, I did a little vloggy vlog. I think I'll put it in my shorts. If it's not in my shorts, it will be on all my social media platforms. It's already there, so you can just head on over and check it out. But I channeled my inner David Goggins, and I stayed hard, and I did exactly what I needed to do. But I am so proud of myself. At the end of the day, I showed up and I showed out. I love that I managed to go to Chegutu. I just pushed past the fear, pushed past the self-judgment to say, who do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? But I am that girl, and our active word for 2026 is audacity. And I'm daring and I'm choosing to be audacious as I go through this year. So I am excited to see where the road will take me next. And I'm just praying that my health stays 100% because for this to work, I need to be 100%. So right now I'm healing, I'm getting better, and then we'll just see how it goes. And I will be telling the story right here as I am doing now. So it's going to be an interesting year. It's going to be a fun year, and I cannot wait to see how it ends. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for following, and please subscribe and share with your friends. I enjoy telling you my stories. I enjoy us, going back and forth with these nyayas, and now we are like in real life. Like, this is blow by blow, my life as it is happening, unscripted, raw. So thanks again for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for all the time that you spend coming to watch my videos. And yeah, I appreciate you. Love you so much. And till the next one, make absolutely no excuses when it comes to you. Bye.